Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. The Addams Family ran for 2 seasons and 64 episodes, and for me, the funniest one of all was number 13, entitled Lurch Learns to Dance. This one really shows off the comedic talent of Ted Cassidy as Lurch. His character receives the annual invite to the Butler's Ball, which of course he never goes to. Morticia fears he may be becoming reclusive, or worse yet, not normal. That never crossed my mind. Well, the root of the problem was really he just didn't know how to dance. After a disastrous effort to utilize a dance teacher, Wednesday and Morticia make futile attempts to help, which results in broken furniture and Lurch's strained back. But it was actually Gomez that succeeded with him with what else? The tango! At the ball, a mysterious masked beauty, Morticia in disguise, joins him in a tango dance contest. Apparently, Lurch never knew it was her, and proudly he brought home the first place trophy. In episode 63, titled Lurch's Grand Romance, the famous butler continues his boogie lessons, later achieving internet immortality alongside his co-star Lisa Loring with the wildly popular The Wednesday Dance. Ted Cassidy took his skills one step further when in 1965 he performed The Lurch on the ABC show Shindig. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. So what do Speed Racer and Elvis Presley have in common? Quite a bit. The Japanese animated cartoon was produced in the late 60s and was highly influenced by Elvis's movie Viva Las Vegas. That movie was a big hit in Japan, and the creators drew off the look of Elvis the race car driver to create their character Speed Racer. But it goes further than that. For example, Anne Margaret's role as the helicopter-flying love interest of Elvis, Rusty. She clearly influenced Speed Racer's helicopter-flying love interest, Trixie. The Mach 5 seemed to be a mashup between 2 cars that Elvis actually drove in his race movies, the first being Viva Las Vegas, and another one from the movie Spin Out. Speaking of Spin Out, didn't you love when Speed Racer would lose control of the Mach 5? And then with a mere push of the button on the steering wheel, all was well again. But with all this borrowing aside, it was still a great cartoon with great storytelling that eventually made its way to the big screen as well. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. The 1960s Batman had plenty of villains and guest stars to fill their shoes. And it's pretty well known that some of the villains were played by multiple stars. Most notably, there was Catwoman, who was Julie Newmar, Eartha Kitt, and Lee Merriweather. There were also 2 familiar faces playing the Riddler, both John Astin and Frank Gorshin. And did you realize there were 3 actors that played Mr. Freeze? Yep, George Sanders, Otto Preminger, and Eli Wallach. Actress Ann Baxter got to play 2 different villains, Zelda the Great and Olga, Queen of the Cossacks. Holy criminal cacophony, Batman! The fact is, there were many celebrities that were huge fans of the show, and there were plenty of cameos as stars would pop their heads out the window as Batman and Robin scaled the building. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. Besides both being produced at CBS, My 3 Sons and Family Affair had some other real similarities. Both shows used the single-parent theme with 3 kids, and where My 3 Sons had Uncle Charlie, Family Affair had Mr. French. But there's one more similarity between the shows that not a lot of people know about, and that's the instrumental theme songs. They were both written by Frank Duvall. For My 3 Sons, Frank just used chopsticks and put a Dixieland jazz band feel to it. For Family Affair, he used more of a Lawrence Welk kind of a feel, and the 1 and the 2. But both themes are totally memorable. And as a matter of fact, Lawrence Welk took his version of My 3 Sons and got it on the Billboard charts. Wonderful, wonderful. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. Green Acres was the place to be, and if you wanted a long life, it was the show to be on. Must have been all that farm living. Other than Ava Gabor, who made it into her 70s, most of the other main characters lived well into their late 70s, 80s, and 90s. For example, Sid Meldon, who played Alf Monroe, lived to 94. The great character actor Frank Caddy, who played Sam Drucker, lived to 96. And the legendary Eddie Albert beat them all by making it to 99. Unfortunately, there is a rumor that one of the main characters, Arnold the Pig, didn't survive past the last day of shooting. Well, before they dispelled that rumor, it said that the cast and the crew celebrated the wrap with a luau.